Hey guys, it's me again, and today is another wedding vlog. So it's not going to be as long as the last one, I don't think. I'm having a lot of chest pain right now, so it really hurts. So I'm going to try to get through this as fast as possible because I did promise you guys once every week I would do this, so I have to do this. So we're going to go over a few things today. Last time we went over budget and figuring out your inspiration and stuff like that. So today we are going to do a little bit of your timeline and how you should start your countdown. I'll talk about my dress for a little bit and our colors. So let's get started. Usually they give you, like, you can find like 12-month planners online for weddings, like what you need to get done in 12 months. Sometimes you have more time, sometimes you have less, so you can vary between those two, of course. If you have less time, you're just adding a little bit more stress to your list. So instead of having the 12 months, say you have 6 months, everything gets cut in half. So you really have to be careful. I had the 12 months, thankfully, so let's go over what you're going to need to do. So of course your budget is pretty big, of course. Announcing the engagement is a big one as well, making sure everybody you know knows about the engagement, whether it's telling them in person, calling your friends, family, whatever else, or Facebook. So there's a few options for you. Picking a date. So we went over the date, I think, a little bit last time, picking something that's sentimental to you or just whatever's convenient for you, whatever you're picking, you know. This isn't a route you can go if you need to, you don't have to, is hiring a wedding coordinator. And a wedding coordinator will do pretty much all the work for you. You're paying someone to help you pick out some things, but they're doing most of the business aspect, and all the stressful work you kind of leave to them so you get to relax and enjoy your day. The problem is that they can come pretty pricey, and sometimes even their intentions can get in the way of what you want. So you really have to be careful with wedding coordinators, consultants, whatever else you want to call them. I went to school actually for event planning. Well, event planning was included in my course. So I understand how stressful it can be and planning an event, because I actually had to do one. So it is a little stressful, and actually I will be helping my friend do her wedding. I'll be her coordinator for the day. So that's kind of something you may want to consider as well, that maybe if you don't want to hire a wedding coordinator, just to hire someone for the day of the wedding, so you're not pulling out your hair going, oh my gosh, there's so much to do. So it can either be a friend that you trust dearly, or you can hire someone for the day. Sometimes the halls you book give them to you in a way, like it's included in your package, and there's someone there to kind of coordinate the people coming in for the reception and commuting from the ceremony to the reception and all that stuff. So it's a whole bunch of things you need to think about there. So those are options for you. Let's get back to the timeline. They say buy a time book or a planner or a calendar or something of that to keep yourself on task and focused, because this is a year-long planning event. Like, this isn't something you can just whip up in a week, and if you do, congrats to you. But it is hard. It's a lot of work. So I showed you guys mine last time. I don't really know. Oh, I do have it here. Last time I showed you my book empty. Well, now I filled up a few of the pages. First page I have like coupons and stuff that I might use for later, inspirational dresses for my bridesmaids and my mom, like favor ideas and like color ideas and flower ideas, and just a whole bunch of ideas are all in this little book. So this helps keep me organized and keep my brain and my thought process all aligned. So that is becoming a huge lifesaver for me. What else do you need to do? Oh, pick your colors. So we have our colors here. I let Zach pick one of them, and I kind of picked the other two. So we have our colors are going to be this kind of color scheme. You can actually, this is what we did. We took paint chips from like a store, Home Depot, whatever, and we used those as our color inspiration. So we have actual outline colors that we can bring with us to show for, say we're picking out linens, we can bring it and go, oh, this is very similar, let's go with something like that. So I took a bunch of these from each of the color categories, and I keep a set in my purse, I keep a set in my car, I keep a set in my notebook. So I have a set everywhere, so when I'm doing some wedding stuff, I can just pull a chip out and be like, oh yeah, this matches like our color scheme, let's take this. Or when I'm like picking out things for the wedding. So it's always handy to grab a bunch of them. That's just an idea if you guys want to do something like that. We don't really have a set reason why we pick these colors, but they're really pretty, aren't they? So I love them, and I know Zach definitely likes the blue because that's what he picked. So that's where we're headed with our colors. You need to start, what else do you need? So you budget, wedding planner, guest, theme, location. So once you've gotten your inspiration, it's time to set some things down in stone. How many guests are you going to have? Who's going to be in your wedding party? And those things need to start getting figured out between the 9th and 12th month, okay? So you have a rough base of everything that's going on. It's like when you're an artist, it's the preliminary sketchings, and so this is what you need to figure out. How long are you going to have your reception? How long are you going to have your ceremony? How long do you want the whole event to be? What day you want it? Do you want it Friday? Do you want it a Saturday? All those things. You have to keep in mind that a lot of churches won't perform weddings on a Sunday, so if you're thinking of a Sunday, you got to make sure you know these things. So there's a bunch of things you got to start picking up now and doing your research on. So research, even though I mentioned it on the first vlog, it will continue through this whole process. So just keep that in mind. This is like a big final project for school. That's what it is. Only it's not for school, it's for your life, so I think it's more important than school. So right now you should be deciding also if you're going to have children at your wedding or not. Depending on your age, depending on your friends and family who has kids and whatnot, you need to decide if kids are going or if kids are staying at home. This is a big step for a lot of people, and a lot of people have a hard time deciding or even saying no to people having kids at their wedding. And I know the wedding that I am helping coordinate, she's not having any kids. The kids can come to the ceremony, but they can't come to the reception. So that's a big thing, and it's hard for a lot of parents because they have to find babysitters or things like that. And so I'm actually going to do a vlog for you guys on how to deal with kids at weddings. If you decide to have your kids at weddings, because we are having kids at our wedding, and I'm so excited. To me, it's not a big deal. Like, I think any and all families should be able to come to your wedding. Like, to me, that's what a wedding is. And I know a lot of people don't like it because kids cry and they can ruin special moments, but I mean, I think they build character to the moment as well. So that is all up to you guys. What else should you start booking? They say between the 9th and 12th month you should start booking your ceremony hall and your reception hall, or however you're doing it, your church, your officiant. So all that stuff, all the base stuff needs to get done now. I'm having a harder time because I have to go down to Arizona, so I'm going in June, so hopefully by the end of June I'll have my reception and my ceremony booked and ready to go, and we have a date, and then we can start throwing things in. And that's the important part, and the reason it is so important to have the reception and ceremony hall stuff done is because then you have some stuff set in stone. So you have the exact location where you're having your wedding, permanent, finalized, kapit, kabam. You can put a date on it and send everybody off to that. That's why it's so important, because before that, so if you leave that to last minute, a lot of places get booked, because during wedding season it's especially, so depending on where you are in the world, there's different seasons for weddings. If you decide to have your wedding during one of those seasons, it's almost next to impossible if you try to book it even 6 months in advance for your wedding. So you really want to jump on that as soon as possible. That is one of the most important things you need to jump on, and so get on that. Especially if it's a very big place, if it's a very, what am I trying to say? If it's a very popular place to have weddings, or if it's a very popular church or things like that. So those are the things you need to get on right away. So I have to wait on that. Also within this 9 to 12 months, you should not only have thought and considered what type of dress you want, but you should order it. And the reason I say that is because I ordered my dress. This isn't my dress, but I'm getting my dress from Brides by Tara. It's a place in Peterborough, Ontario, so I actually had to travel to it, which was kind of a pain in the butt. But they were the only one. I had to phone around to find this certain style of dress, and these are the only ones that had it. This is the only company that had it around me. And tried it on, absolutely loved it. My mom loves it too, and so we you put a deposit on it. You're not paying the full dress right away. So if you're worried, oh, I don't have a lot of money, I don't know if I can afford to get the dress right now, don't worry, you only put half on, and that's just so they can confirm the purchase of it so you don't bail out. But also this way it saves you from having to pay it all in full. So we put half of it down, and it's going to take 8 months before my dress is even made. So once my dress gets made in 8 months, I go back, I do the alterations, and then the dress is all ready to go. But alterations can also take a little while too. So that's why this is so crucial to get your dress also. So dress, reception, and ceremony are pretty much one of the three biggest things in the whole wedding almost. And you have to get all of those stuff done right away. Isn't that stressful? So yeah, that's been what has been driving me crazy for the past like 2 weeks, is getting all this stuff done. But the dress is now done, so we are finalized with the dress. Dress is gone. Now we just have to do the ceremony and reception, and I'll be doing that in like, what, 3 weeks now? So I'm going to see Zach in June, so I'm so excited, and we can get some more stuff kind of done, so that's awesome. Also, what you need to consider, if you haven't considered it already, is if you're having a wedding away, so say you have your wedding in Jamaica or Dominican Republic or in Europe, you gotta make sure you have your passport. It's so important. So get your passports ready, like get them on, like get all the paperwork done, filed, updated, all that stuff. You need that done, or else you're not getting married somewhere else and everyone else is going without you. Another thing too, if you are having a wedding that's not close to home, or if you're going to Jamaica, Europe, Spain, wherever you're going, China, I don't know where you're going. So if you decide you're going to go overseas or something for your wedding, make sure it's just a nice suggestion. You don't have to do it, but it is nice for people that are guests at your wedding, is to make save the dates. And save the dates are just little cards kind of reminding people, or just letting people know in advance, in a long time advance, being like, hey, we're having a wedding, this is the date, but we are going to send you the formal invitation soon, you're invited, just so you know. So this lets people know, because a lot of people that have full-time jobs, like 9-to-5 jobs, usually only have 2 weeks of vacation. So if they need to book off a lot of time, or if they need to book off that vacation, you're giving them enough notice to let work know that they need that time off, or else they're not coming to your wedding. So that's just a suggestion for you guys. Save the dates are really cool. You can either get them made online, you can make them yourselves, and mail them out to everybody, or email them. That's the new way to do it. There's actually like online save the date cards you can do, or you can just make a Facebook group or whatever else you want to do. So the world of technology, right? So there's so many things you can do. Just remember, if you are doing weddings that are overseas, abroad, or not in your country at all, just make sure that you let people know in advance, because they have to travel too. So that's my tips. Those are things that you need to get done, or should be getting done, recommended to get done 9 to 12 months before your wedding. So now you know where I am. We have the dress, we have the colors, we have ideas of where we want our wedding, and we have a list started, and we know that we want children going. So make sure you get all those things in mind and in consideration. I'm going to post that list on my blog for you guys, so you guys can see what you need done for your 9 to 12 months. And I also have a few more things coming through. I'm going to have some little goodies for you guys. I went to Walmart the other day because I know that they had this weird string, and you're going to go, Kat, why do you have some weird like polyester cotton string? And the reason is I'm hoping that these will be our centerpiece. And now it doesn't make sense right away, but you will see them when I get started creating them. So I'm actually making all the centerpieces for all the tables, which I think are going to be super cool if I can get it done. I also picked up, I saw these and I absolutely love them. They are like clear stamps. So they say like really cute things like smiles and laughter, remember happy moments, like things like that. And I'm using these for a project as well coming up, so be ready, be excited. I have tons of really cool projects coming up, but I'm going to let you guys go right now because I'm in a lot of pain. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you guys have any questions on anything, please let me know, comments down below, tweet me, email me, however you want to do it. Someone was asking us how me and Zach met. We met through one of our friends online. So that's how we met. If you haven't heard the story like 1,000 times. I think there was a few more questions, but I don't really remember them. So next time I'm going to get to the next, I think, wedding vlog will just be a full Q&A, answering all your questions, and I might do break it into 2 parts, do a full question and answer vlog, and then we're going to do a full, I don't know, whatever else I've planned out for the vlog, because I'm sure by then I'll have done more wedding stuff, and if not, maybe it'll just be a Q&A. I don't know. So we'll see you guys next time, and thanks for watching. Bye!